Recording.
3, 2, 1. Hi everyone, and welcome to the new season of Pixel Venture Podcast, Season 3?
I'm, also kind of confused.
Yeah, because, I don't know what to call it.
I think last season was Season 2, but, I always differentiate, the SoundCloud days from when we started YouTube.
Yeah, true. So, I guess technically 4.
It's
but...
there was Season, 0.5, then Season 1, then Season 2.
I like to think of it as level 0, like the tutorial.
I think of SoundCloud as being the beta.
Oh my god.
The beta test.
Yeah, the beta test that we didn't send codes out for.
Yeah. No, we did to, our friends, maybe.
Yeah, to our friends, and I put them on Instagram back when I had 50 followers.
Yeah, and then we had our friends as guests for our friends to listen to.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah, so essentially what we did was just record conversations with our friends for them to listen to later.
Yeah.
God. Anyways, welcome back. Bit of a better jump in mic quality this time around.
Yeah, welcome back. It's been a 3 to 4 week break for most people, according to the view count.
Look, we said that we would upload them. We never said it would get views.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's there as an option for people to check out, which if you did not know, we did upload the SoundCloud episodes. We put them into packs of 2.
Yep. And
you can just go and check them out. The first episode actually is a little special because we have commentary.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to check that out if you want. But aside from that, Jake, it's been about a month since we've sat down and recorded this together. What would you like to start with as far as stuff that's happened?
Well, I think I mentioned this last time, but we uploaded the finale on a Saturday, and that was the Saturday before the Monday I moved in, so I've spent the entire time at school. Let's see. I mean, I'm currently working on 2 different film productions, which have been keeping me busy. TM.
Are you allowed to talk about them, publicly yet?
I mean, I don't see why not. It's basically just publicity. So...
Well, I don't know if there's, anything with, if you had a contract with, stuff you can reveal and not,
Oh,
I've had that before.
There's no, contract. In fact, they're pretty public considering, most of the Emerson productions have, Facebook pages. Some of them even have, Indiegogos, Kickstarters and things like that for budget. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm, not bound by any obligations to keep it secret. But there's also, not a ton that I know about them, because, when this goes up, I'll actually be in the middle of a film shoot, most likely, for one of, the shooting weekends for one of the productions.
Which one is that for, was it the drama that you were doing?
There's a film noir that I'm working on. And it's a film noir musical television series.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of titles.
I mean, that's as specific as I can get about it. I personally haven't seen the script yet. I don't think it's because they're keeping it secret from me, because I am the editor for it after all. Yeah, my editing's getting somewhere. Yeah.
I think, honestly, it's super cool that you're working on, more official projects rather than, the stuff that we used to do.
Yeah, and it's really nice because I haven't been able to work on a production yet. With the exception of one that I got hired to work on last semester, and I am not going to say too much about it because I was an assistant editor that wasn't given anything until I deliberately asked, like, why did you hire me, basically? And then they gave me something to work on, and when I sent it in to them, they never got back to me, so I have no idea what happened to the project as a whole. So, like, the one production I did work on, I, like, never heard anything back from, and it's basically, like, gone, so I'm not gonna talk about that one too much.
Yeah, because yeah, you already talked to me a little bit about it, and I'm sorry. Wow, you know, maybe taking a break wasn't the best idea, because now I'm bad at talking.
Oh god, I'm totally feeling it too.
God, we're back to season 0.5. Can we just call this like season 1. Season 0.5 remastered?
Oh my
god. Can that just be the title?
SoundCloud remastered.
Oh my god. No.
God, like what? Yeah, so I'm working on productions. That's cool. So I'll probably like mention whenever they're like done and like have them somewhere to put them, because those are definitely going to be like cool things I can like say that I worked on. I've had like
that resume.
Yeah, and I've had like meetings with the crew members and stuff like that already, and like they all seem like really cool. So yeah, it's actually something exciting I get to do and fill up the 5 days I don't have classes a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely good to keep yourself busy.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, on my end, I've pretty much just been working, doing school stuff, working more on what my band's been trying to put out for a bit.
Yeah.
I'm super proud of the progress we're making, because for any of you who did not know, I am a bassist in a band. We're called Nothing Between the Stars right now. We're actually thinking of possibly changing our name, but right now we're working on our debut EP, and we're re-recording 2 of the singles that we released, because if you listen to the ones that are out right now, they put a bad taste in your mouth. But we're retooling them, we're revamping them, mixing, mastering, getting everything all official sounding. Well, as official as we can do with the budget that we have.
Yeah.
And once that's out, I'm definitely going to like throw a link here. I'll probably be promoting it around, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I'm very excited because I've always wanted to play bass, like ever since I was little. And getting the opportunity to play alongside some of the nicest people I've ever met. That's just another sort of like, you know, sprinkles on top of the ice cream kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I guess as far as like what is happening like very soon, tomorrow I'm going to a concert with a friend for a band that we're both big fans of, which the name of the band is Half Alive. For anyone who knows them, you know why we're obsessed, and for anyone who doesn't know them, listen and you'll understand.
Speaking of music, actually, I don't think I haven't mentioned on the podcast, but we've talked about individually, Miracle Sound. You remember when I like bugged you about his new cyberpunk song?
Yeah.
He made another one.
Ooh.
And it's a dark synthwave song.
Send me a link.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. I want it.
I mean, I'll do it now.
Please.
Because we're not afraid to do that.
Yeah, because I mean, we've already like have breaking that barrier of like using Google during our episodes and stuff like that. Like we aren't slick about it. We don't try. I think that's what ladies and gentlemen at home, you need to understand, is that we don't try.
We try, but like we're also real. We're not a perfect production.
Selectively lazy is what I like to describe us as.
Yeah. Obviously, we can't just put it in. But like, if you wanted to listen to it now, you could.
Here, put the link on screen.
Have
but,
like
put it.
Have like a real real-time reaction to it.
Yeah, put the link on screen. Have it sit right in the middle of the screen. Just normal text. And if you want to watch it, circle it with a permanent marker. Do it.
Yeah, I'll do all of that.
That's like
Start
that's
off
like
the
that
editing
stupid.
strong.
I forget what show did it, but they were like, oh, we need to make a stupid intern character, so let's give them an iPad and tell them to take notes, and have them halfway through the skit just be like, oh, I ran out of room. And it's like, what are you talking about? They flip it around and they just wrote in permanent marker all over the screen. Like,
ran out of room.
Yeah, I ran out of room. I need more paper. Like, that's, I forget what show that was, but like, I just remember that was, like, the show overall was very unfunny, but that was one scene that got me.
I don't know why, but like that tone you just did reminds me of like, I can't find any clothes. I'm at the soup store.
Oh yeah, with fucking purple eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's actually, damn. I haven't actually thought about a bridge series on YouTube for a long time, because that was like huge.
Oh yeah, like that was like basically a genre for a time.
Yeah, because there was that. There was the Yu-Gi-Oh one. There was the Pokemon one.
There was if you count what do you remember Jello Apocalypse?
Yes.
There was like all of his stuff. There wasn't really like a bridge, but like it was in that similar vein of like, yeah,
parody.
Yeah.
Like,
condensed parody.
That's not to say. Yeah, that's not to say that, like, you know, parodies aren't as big on like the platform. Like, there's still very prolific channels out there.
Yeah.
But like, we're talking about YouTube, by the way. Just like, you know, get your Daily Motion and E-Bombs World out of here. We're talking about YouTube.
Yeah, screw you, Vimeo.
I love how I talk about E-Bombs World before I even talk about Vimeo. Jesus. God. But like, yeah, I really enjoyed parody type stuff. I mean, hell, a lot of the stuff that we made were parody type videos.
Like the prank video.
Yeah, the prank video that you made, or the interview that we did.
Yeah.
Where we just
both interviews we did.
Yeah. Where we adapted sort of like, I forget what video we did, but we adapted that script and sort of like retooled it to work with the characters that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Which technically that could be seen as ripping them off, but frankly, we got an A on that project, so I don't care.
Yeah, that was a very vague description that worked for both of the interview videos we did.
Yeah, well, the one that I'm thinking of, I think it's the Wendy's one.
Yeah, you're thinking of the Wendy's one. I'm thinking of the Trump parody we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the we did the real Nick Gabe Newell interview.
Yeah. That was for that one.
Shorten that.
The other one was what's his name? Nerd Cubed.
Oh,
he was doing like an interview with, I want to say, like Square Enix, and we basically like copied it.
I don't know.
And that replaced our Hot Ones parody, another parody we did.
Yeah.
That never got finished because we hated it.
It was not good. It was really not good, because what it came down to is just the way that we tried to pace it out. It just did not work, because the reason that Hot Ones works out, and you could probably throw like at least like the logo in the background, or throw on like some clips. The reason that it works out is because like all the reactions are genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no like, it's not a Light and Pony show type thing where, oh Jesus, I fucked that up. It's not like a Dog and Pony show with like, you know, flashy lights and things like that. Wow, that was a good flub. You can keep that in if you want, if you really want to do that.
If you want, if you really, really want.
Dude, don't fucking hit me with Spice Girls at a time like this.
Dude, tell me what you want.
What I really, really want? I want to finish what I was fucking saying.
Fucking finish it, dude.
I'm going! But like, so like, we had a script, and I feel like that was our downfall. Is that a show like that works because it's legitimate. Like, it does, like, there's the outline for, like, you know, the questions that Sean asks, which Like, I will say flat out, he is incredible when it comes to interviews. Like, he knows how to roll punches, how to switch on the fly for like certain topics, or if someone seems uncomfortable for like the interviewee. And since we had that script, everything felt stilted, and the fact that you didn't actually let me use like the hot sauce that I had.
You say I didn't let you, as if like you really objected against it.
I wanted to, because the whole thing for
and you did for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you did that, and then you complained about how hot it was.
To be honest, I was playing it up. Like, I wanted, because like the hot sauce that I brought was not like spicy, like it wasn't crazy spicy. So I was like, I'm gonna try to play it up so that it would work out.
Like, you say that now, but like at the time, like we're like, oh, like yeah, you did good. You like made it really seem like it was hot. And you're like, I put the wrong hot sauce on it.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't go back and forth.
I don't know, and just like the whole way that we like set up the camera in the room, because we filmed this at Kevin's place.
Yeah.
Like, it just did not work at all.
Not to mention, like, we tried to make eating food for long periods of time not disgusting.
Yeah.
And that just never worked.
Yeah, because like,
I feel like a lot of the jokes were like flat, honestly.
yeah, because the running joke was supposed to be that I'm actually dying because of hot sauce, and Kevin's finding ways to get around it.
Either like not putting hot sauce on it or like using ketchup. I think like one of the jokes was he switched out the chicken nugget for like an Oreo.
Yeah.
And it's just like stuff that's like, oh. If you don't get the original premise, like it won't make any sense.
Yeah, which is why like the initial sort of idea to Kevin and I like was hilarious, and then when we actually tried to make it work, it was just like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's a shame too, because I feel like if we actually did do like, you know, legitimate, like something spicy, or maybe like, have you ever seen I forget what late night host does it, but they do this thing where it's a roulette of like really nasty foods, and the only way to avoid eating the food is to answer like an incredibly personal question, or like a question that could jeopardize your career.
I mean, I know Hot Ones does or First We Feast does that with like spicy food, where like if you don't answer, you have to take a bite.
Truth or dab.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, I'm trying to remember who it is, but I just remember seeing a video of it where it was like the selection was like pig's feet, just straight up cockroaches, bull penis or something like that. I don't know.
There's this like one late night sketch that's done by Stephen Colbert that I like. It doesn't have to do with food, but I think it's an interesting sketch where like it's literally it's like him, and he takes like a special guest, and they both put their heads inside of like a really small box, and they just have like an interview like from the box. And like the other person's always like completely like uncomfortable. And he'll like do crazy shit like I'm trying to remember. There was this one comedian. He's like British. I forget his name.
There's many British comedians.
I know. So that doesn't help. But like he legit tried like feeding him like a burger from like inside the box. It's like the stupidest shit there is.
Dude, I would gladly take a burger from Stephen Colbert. Are you kidding me? I love him.
But like it's in a box where like you're both really close, so he's like doing this thing where he has to like feed it like from like under his neck to like get the burger in.
That is perfectly fine. I will accept that. You kidding me? The voice of America. Let's go.
Like you can tell that like half the guests have like an anxiety attack.
That's like a less extreme version of Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Where like I actually I learned this during the break because I was doing more research into his actual interviews, which I'm surprised I didn't like think about this before, but the interviews that he does with the celebrities are roughly an hour long, but they cut it down purposely to the bits where like the celebrity is the most uncomfortable or like just going with it. because that just adds to like the chaos of it, because a lot of people like they'll look at how the episode is structured, and you'll see literally like desks shatter and like the background fall, and somebody like completely naked will run across the screen. Like, it's complete chaos. But the fact that it's actually spaced out, and the fact that Eric Andre and Hannibal Buress, like they plan meticulously for the show, like to get down every single thing that they want to happen. And it makes me respect them a lot more, because originally I just thought they were just like, you know, dumbasses just kind of throwing shit at a wall and hoping that it'll stick. But like,
and honestly, that's probably how they view it. Like, that's how most people view their things. It's like, oh, like, it's just kind of like, you know, random and stupid. But like, no, like, most things have like a process to them.
Yeah, even the dumbest comedy has like at least an outline that it follows. Like, that's we're jumping from topic to topic, but since we're on like the topic of comedy,
everything has a process except for our show.
We used to have an outline, and we saw how well that went. But as far as like comedy goes, the easiest and hardest thing for anyone to do is to write comedy, because it's so easy to write what you find funny, but it's so difficult to write what other people would find funny, because you have to,
because you need to keep in mind timing.
Yeah, you need to keep in mind timing, when the film or whatever you're working on is released. You have to keep in mind the actual like pace of how it'll be introduced into the film, and also who is going to be portraying it, because like the way that one actor or actress would go about the scene could be completely different than another actor or actress, and that can make or break the punchline. Like, say that you have a joke that involves the wow, that was awful. When you get to that point, can you like have me short circuit? Just go like,
have you ever had a dream when you
Jake, I will fucking remove myself from this call and do my own goddamn podcast. Okay? I'm doing my gosh darn best, and you're just being a real big stink.
Does that mean I can leave my editing dungeon?
My editing dungeon. Please, sir. Please. You forgot my breadcrumb yesterday and the day before.
There wasn't enough rainwater.
There wasn't enough rainwater to clean the fungus out of my shoes.
You think I have shoes?
Yeah, I ate them within the first week.
I ate them. Crocs are edible.
No, but in all seriousness, like, we would do a lot of comedies. Yeah. And our comedies, like, we would try to have sort of humor where, like, as if you're following along closely, it will, like, make sense. And then we also tried to have, like, quick whatever humor. Like, you know, I accidentally humor. Yeah, I accidentally run into a sign, or like that one line that made Rocco lose his mind, so why'd you choose to apply here? The coin came up tails. Like,
he fucking died.
That, I think we talked about it before, but it's one of the greatest moments as far as like video production went in high school, because it was like a small joke that I found really funny that nobody else did, and I just hear Rocco lose his mind. But yeah, man, we're talking a lot about like old videos and stuff. Maybe we should talk about something different, something interesting, something brand new.
We've been talking about a lot of our old work. Let's talk about something interesting.
What, Jake? I like to feel that if people click on this video to listen to us fucking flap our lips for like an extended period of time, that they're somewhat interested in our history.
I mean, you specifically said, like, we've talked about old work, and specifically used the word, let's talk about something interesting. What have you been up to the last month?
Me fucking crying, dude. No,
well, that's the episode.
No, as far as like what I've been doing recently, I mean,
I guess you talked about like work and school and your music.
I think just as far as how things have been, I mean, I've just been very busy. like with, you know, work, school, band, friends, and stuff. Like, that's just been busy. But one thing that I have been able to find some time to do is to wind down and try out some new games that have been coming out. And you probably have already seen this. If you're on the internet, you've seen this game. It took over Twitter for like a solid week, and it's still pretty strong. Untitled Goose Game.
Mm-hmm.
It is fucking delightful. It's probably the most fun I've had with a puzzle game in a very long time.
I have specifically avoided that game.
Why?
Just because. Like, it's not because I'm opposed to it, it's just kind of like, I saw it in, like, one of the, like, online stores somewhere, and I'm like, huh, whatever. And then I just see everyone talking about it, and I'm like, not yet.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. Because, like, there is that initial wave of hype when a game comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think actually avoiding that is a really smart idea. Because, like, I did that with Celeste. I mean, it turned out that I didn't like it, but, you know.
And, like, there are plenty of games that, like, get big that, like, a certain person will just not get into just because they don't feel like it.
Yeah, and then everybody thinks that there's something wrong with you because you're not right in that wave. Like,
it's kind of like Fortnite, except, like, at least with that, I hear, like, everyone complaining. Like, I'm just, like, I don't know. Like, I see people doing playthroughs, and I just don't click on them. Like, that's about it.
Yeah, like, because, I mean, if you're going to play it, you want to have a fresh perspective. You want to do your own thing.
Yeah.
And, yeah, no, that makes complete sense. Because, for me, like, here's the example with me. I'm a huge fan of the Borderlands franchise. I have not picked up 3, and I have not seen anything about the game aside from the initial, like, sort of walkthrough that Gearbox released themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to keep it that way until I have either a computer that can run it or a console that can run it. And I don't think a Switch port is in our near future, so we're going to be trying to figure out another way to try it out, because I've heard very good things. It's a Borderlands game. I heard that there is performance issues, though, on the PC version, which makes me a little concerned, because, like, the Borderlands games are always pretty glitchy on PC. Like, that's just how Gearbox has been with, like, as far as their games go. But I heard that 3 is a special kind of case. That makes me a little worried.
I find that a little interesting, especially, like, if it has a lot of issues with the PC version, when it was initially going to be, for a little bit, an Epic exclusive, which is only on PC.
Yeah.
Which would have made it just a mess, period, and not just, like, a PC mess.
Well, I think you might have misinterpreted it as far as how the game was going to be distributed on PC. I think it was the Epic Games exclusive, but on console it was just like, you know, it's just its own release.
Oh.
It's more about, like, the platform it was released on rather than, like, the game being an exclusive to that one platform.
Oh, it was just a weird brand of stupid, okay.
Yeah, it's I mean, if anything, what's happened with Destiny 2, with it moving from Battle.net to, the Blizzard launcher. I'm used to calling it Battle.net.
It is Battle. It is still Battle.net.
It really? Because, like, they did, like, a whole big deal about how their launcher is now the Blizzard launcher and not the Battle.net launcher.
It's the Blizzard Battle.net.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what they did was they just changed the logo to be Blizzard, and that's about it.
Okay. Because, like, I got confused when they announced that, like, way back.
I don't think it was
last summer. It was the summer before.
I think the Switch is like too different, because, like, Bungie officially, like, left Activision Blizzard. Mm-hmm. And, like, became its own independent thing. So, like, it would be kind of weird for it to just stick around.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a thing with, like, League of Legends being on Steam before it was, like, taken down from the shop?
I have no clue. I will look that up.
I feel like I heard something about that. where, like, I think it was Steam that League of Legends was on, but, like, something, like, weird happened and they took it down, but if you had the game, it stayed.
I wanna take a look. Yeah, no, it's not on Steam because, and the description is,
Yeah?
is Dota 2 exists. Like, it makes sense, you know? You don't want your, like,
you know what
you don't
this,
want a big competitor on.
You know what this reminded me of a little bit? They would add to the SoundCloud remaster joke. Have you been keeping up with PAX?
Not really as of recent.
They released when PAX East 2020 is going to be, and they released the ticket prices.
Oh no. I'm going to be upset, aren't I?
Well, I'm going to start with the softer news. You want to know when it is?
When?
It is February 27th to the 1st of March.
Okay, so they're pushing it early.
Yes, they're pushing it into New England winter.
Oh no! Do you remember when it was like 3 degrees?
People have already been making PAX East 2017 jokes.
Oh my god. Hey, you know what? As long as they have more than one metal detector, we'll be fine.
In some other lighter news, they are bringing back 4-day passes.
Oh, right, because they made it 4 days.
Yeah, they added Thursday, but you can get all of them for a discounted pass.
Discount's probably not going to be worth it, but what's the price?
You want to know what the price of an individual ticket is, Korey?
Do I?
$60.
Really?
$60.
Really? That is not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It's not as bad as last year. There was like 57 something. But like, then again, 2015 was like $45.
Yeah, well, I mean...
So that's inflation at play, my dude.
Well, inflation at play, and also you just look at, like, look at the people that go to this venue, and how big it is, and how many developers are now there.
Yeah.
Because, like, when we first started going, I don't know about you, but when I first started going, like, they would have, like, some big developers, but majority of it was indie. Like, there still is a very strong indie presence, like, at PAX. There always has been and always will.
Oh, yeah.
But now there's, like, you have, like, you know, Riot doing their tournaments there. You have Nintendo doing official Smash Bros. and Splatoon tournaments there.
You have Blizzard merch at other stores.
Yeah. They'll come back.
Will they?
Someday.
Honestly, we don't know.
Dude, they could.
I think, like, the 4-day pass is, like, I want to say, like, $220. It's in the 200s, but, like, yeah.
That's not bad, seeing how you're getting 4 days of going around the convention hall, seeing all those games, all the panels, all of the events. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that's pretty good, especially because you have conventions that run shorter that charge way more.
Yeah.
Like,
but, like, yeah.
It's a pretty beefy convention for what you pay for, because not only is it, like, you know, video games, that is going to be a central, like, sort of focus. You also have the board game scene, you have animation, you have film, you have so many other mediums that all have geek culture involved with it, so that, like, this has become, it's like a conduit for a bunch of different fandoms and a bunch of different communities to meet.
It is.
Like, I feel like PAX has a little bit of something for everyone, in all honesty, and it's kind of, it's easy to get caught up in, like, the, oh, it's just, like, you know, creepy people in cosplay, and it's like, that's, like, a small percentage, but, like, well, no, cosplay's huge, but, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, conventions get kind of a bad rap.
The one concern, like, I don't even give them a bad rap. PAX has generally been, like, the best part of my year ever since I started going. But, like, the one concern that I have is, like, like there's so much to do, but like it's hard to do everything in like a single day.
Yeah, because you get burnout.
You get burnout. There's like lines for everything every day. And like there's some things you just straight up like don't get to do because of how popular they are that day.
I didn't get to try out the final expansion of Enter the Gungeon until I unlocked it in my own playthrough.
Like I was fine enough playing that like VR mech game that we did last year.
That was fucking hilarious.
That was I thought that was a good game.
What was it called? Like Ex Machina?
Something like that.
Or something like that. I want to try to find the game so you can throw up footage. Can we quickly explain it?
Yeah, sure. I don't remember if we ever did.
I think we talked briefly
we probably
about it.
did.
But we
can go over it again.
Yeah. So pretty much, you're sitting in a chair, like physically, you're sitting in a chair, and you have your headset and the controllers, and you go in to do these free-for-all or team-based battles, and you're in a giant mech, and you move the mech like with switches and levers and buttons and everything. And there's a horn, and so I learned how to turn on my video comm where you can see the other player. And I learned how to hold my hand in like an okay hand sign and pull the horn at the same time while being on video. It was great. And also, I loved how we were messing around with the comms a lot to the point where the guy trying to give a presentation was like, could you guys be quiet on the comms? And Ethan just goes, make me.
He's just like, no.
Like, that was such a fucking fun game. Anyways, continue. I interrupted.
Yeah, like I've usually gone like 3 days. Yeah, I think like 3 days most years. I'll probably like narrow that down to like 2 or maybe even just 1. If I go. Yeah.
I generally do 1 or 2 days.
Yeah.
And most likely I'd probably be aiming for Friday.
Yeah.
Maybe Thursday too.
I'd probably go. I was thinking of getting like a Saturday ticket and then maybe a Sunday. Because Sundays.
We're not going to be there together?
I don't know what my classes are going to look
Podcast
like.
over.
I don't know like what classes are going to look like next semester. So I'm not going to know if I have Thursdays or Fridays available.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's that's kind of like the drawback. Like I was lucky. I think last year. What days did we go last year?
I completely forget.
I think I went Friday through Sunday, and I didn't have Friday classes.
I remember
freshman year. I remember freshman year I went Friday through Sunday. And the reason I was able to go Friday was because I had an 8 to 10 o'clock class. So I just went straight from there to PAX. And I was exhausted because that was a busy week before PAX.
Yeah. I mean, hey, my week before PAX, I'd like to say, is pretty eventful too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, regardless, like...
Oh, right. I remember now.
Yeah, what do you mean, remember? They came to visit. We had an episode of the podcast with them.
Yeah, but that was last year. I was talking about the year before. I had a busy week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry I can't consistently have life-altering events, Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live a life, you ass. Like.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because I had to pull an all-nighter for a paper that was due like that Thursday, and then I had to pull the majority of an all-nighter Thursday into Friday to get a video done for the class I had Friday morning, and went straight from that to PAX.
What the fuck?
And
Jake.
then I came back from PAX. Was that the year with? Yeah, that was the year with Ethan. Coming Friday. So I came back.
Oh yeah, where you guys went and got sushi.
Yeah, we went and got sushi, and then his mom drove me back to my dorm. And then I did the same thing on Saturday, and then on Sunday, and I was fucking dead. Yeah.
Jesus. Man. I don't know. It's weird because I know that we're like getting to the point in the season where PAX tickets will go on sale.
Yeah.
I'm not excited for this year.
Yeah.
I don't have anything really to be excited about because a lot of the games that I were anticipating are out now. And so I'm like, honestly, because I think actually, isn't PAX taking place before E3 this year now?
Maybe, unless E3 is like pushing way ahead.
Because like, I know E3 usually happens mid-March and PAX happens after.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a lot of games that get announced at E3 happen to be playable at PAX, and we're going to have a reverse where like there's stuff that's revealed at PAX that then gets expanded upon at E3.
Yeah, exactly.
Or are we just going to be like in the dark for that, and then when like they show off like a ton of cool games and they're just like, yeah, we'll be at PSX or whatever, and it's like just skips over the East Coast?
It's weird that like my attention has slowly been going more and more to like the indie stuff, because like the very first year I went to PAX, like I was excited for Blizzard and like Overwatch, because that was like when it was first being like released and playable for like beta on the main floor, and then we all did Overwatch the year after that. I think it was the year after that I tried. I think it was Legion. I tried one of like the new expansions for like a PAX, and then
I think it was Legion, because I remember you going off on that.
Legion or Battle for Azeroth, I can't even remember.
I'm pretty sure it was Legion.
Yeah, because they've had like big booths for both of them, and things like that. And you guys would go to like the Nintendo booths and play Milk Cow.
Hey, I'm the Master Milkman, okay? You can't take that title from me. Ryan lost, and I won.
And I'm the Cheesenator, fuck you.
Yeah, well, I learned the art of tug on udder, so there you go.
Before Bowl.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, like, now...
It's too early in the season to be self-referential.
Now it's like, we'll play, like, VR games that are from, like, indie developers, because there aren't a lot of, like, big names doing VR, like, just yet, it feels like.
Well, I mean,
it's still like the Wild West, basically, with VR.
Yeah, because nobody, like, no big companies, aside from the people manufacturing the headsets, have faith in it.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, if anything, that gives, like, the indie devs a lot of time to shine, because you see, like, really cool puzzle games, or really nice narrative stories, or really cool action things. I think one of the biggest games that we got on VR is actually Borderlands 2 VR. Like, you can play through the whole campaign in VR.
Yeah.
With all the abilities, all of everything. And it's just like
we have indie VR. We both still remember Endless Mission. We both
fantastic game.
Yeah. Like, we've gone on about, like, a lot of the indie titles, but, like, I can't remember the last time I played, like, a big-name game at PAX at this point.
I think the biggest game that I played, like, from recent memory of PAX, I guess it would be Thrustmaster. It was, like, that racing simulator.
Yeah.
And, like, it's a racing simulator. It's just cars. Like, you drive a car, you know what it feels like.
Was that, like, the thing that was part of, like, the military? Or am I thinking of something else?
I think you're thinking of something else.
There was some kind of, like... You remember this, right? Like,
last year, there was a Jeep, and you had to have, like, a certain sign-up thing in order to go in?
Yeah, I think.
That was not that. I had, it was a racing game where they actually had, like, a car chassis that you could race in. That, it, like, moved and felt like, you know, you were actually on the track, and it was pretty cool, very immersive. Fucking drifting in that game was ass. Like, I get it, like, you're trying to make the physics as realistic as possible, but honestly, all I really want, again, is to have a game like Cruising USA or Asphalt 8, because I know Asphalt 9 is out there. Cool. It sucks. Because, like, they completely... Okay, are you cool if I go on a rant about racing games for a bit?
Sure.
The only fun racing games, in my opinion, are the arcade-like ones. I'm not talking about Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing, like that kind of stuff. Like, that's their own kind of, like, party kart racer type game.
Are you going to diss Mario Kart Tour?
Oh, we'll get to that. Like, I refuse to play that game. But as far as, like, racing games go, one of my favorite ones ever was, it's called Asphalt 8. It originally, like, started as, like, an app. And slowly it went to, like, PC, and now it's getting a port of the 8th game in the series on Switch for free, which is pretty cool. But the problem is that the 8th game, from what I played, is strictly inferior. And this is going to seem like a very, like, you know, minute thing to be upset about. But they removed the ability to pick what radio station you listen to. And instead of having, like, 3 separate playlists where, like, in the 7th game, there was the rock playlist, the metal playlist, and then the electronic playlist. And you pick which one you want, and every time you switch it, you can cycle through different songs. And it was a lot of fun because you'd be racing along and you'd be hearing, like, a really cool sounding track, and you'd want to know what it is. So you just pause the game, look at the radio, and there you go. This game removes that. And the only reason I know what the track list is because I went on YouTube and I searched it. Like, if there's a song you like, you gotta go online and pray that you find the right link, like, quickly. Otherwise, you'll probably just get frustrated. Also, the drifting feels completely different, and the boosting is overpowered. I mean, it's always been overpowered depending on what car you used, but, like, it just feels like it's a boost to win game when the previous entries in the franchise were actually, like, skill based.
What I'm hearing is there is no classical playlist.
Jake.
Don't tell me that, like, wasn't fun in Saints Row.
No, okay, that's, like, one of the best ways to experience Saints Row. Like, Ethan keeps on saying that the best way to experience Saints Row is to go and play Turn Down for What? While plowing through people? Nuh-uh. Give me that Bach. Give me that.
We play
Wolfram.
The classical music with cruise control. Is that what it's called?
Yes, and also I said Wolfram instead of Wolfgang. Let's let the record show that I confused a classical artist with a fucking program that helps you with math homework.
Dude, I've been using this new program to make a game.
Ooh.
Moving on.
No, what's the game?
So I'm taking a writing for games class that Korey laughed at the last time I told him. And we're writing, like, our first, like, story-based game, and I'm writing it in Twine.
Ooh. The material.
Do you know what the Twine software is?
I could pretend to.
It's basically, like, I think it's web browser based, but, like, the way it works is it's, like, walls of text, and then, like, it lets you, like, choose from a series of options, like, below for, like, where your story goes. And it's, like, it has a very, like, simple user interface where you literally just, like, drag, like, the different branches of your story places. Yeah.
I think that's really cool, because, I mean, I've tried game development a few times before. Technically, I'm still helping to develop a game, but we haven't really done too much recently. At least I haven't been able to.
Yeah.
But there is one game that I was working on for, like, months that just the entire file got corrupted.
Ooh.
Did I ever tell you about that?
I think you did.
Because I'm hoping so, because otherwise this is going to be the point where I reveal to you that I was working on a dating simulator.
Yeah. Funny enough, one of the softwares that we were, like, recommended to use was RenPy.
That's exactly what I used.
Yeah.
Because literally, it's just, like, it has, like, a nice shell to make everything simplistic, and then you can do actual Python commands. Like, what I what I actually did as part of my visual novel was your character goes to the arcade for a date, and one of the conditions for you to like to be able to continue the date is you have to beat them at like air hockey. And I was able to program that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think I told you, but as the placeholder for when I was trying to figure out what to do for the art, I just had pictures of Ryan. Like, it was just one picture of Ryan, and it was him like doing like a mid sneeze kind of thing, and I just put different colors in his hair depending on what character it was.
I don't know about the mid sneeze. Now I'm just picturing the mid run picture we got of him on the track.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Oh, I'm putting that up.
Hey Ryan, if you want to come up and defend yourself, feel free.
We love you. Let's see. Man.
Ooh, you know what? I'm surprised that we didn't talk about.
No.
Like, as far as PAX goes.
What?
We didn't talk about how this year, or like the next time it's PAX, that's the last time it's going to be in Boston.
Oh yeah, it's supposed.
They have to find a new convention center.
Yeah, 2020 is supposed to be the last year.
How much you want to bet that's going to be in fucking Jersey?
Oh god.
I don't want to go.
Thinking
Please.
People are gonna go to Jersey.
Yeah, it's just like I tried to escape.
Can it just be at like fucking
Ethan's house?
Was it the Verizon Stadium in New Hampshire?
Southern New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That does not have enough conference rooms.
Fucking there's buildings nearby.
Yeah, you can go and raid someone's apartment.
You can go get some sushi, it's fine.
Oh my god. What I was thinking more is like there's that god, what's that convention center that's like it's right outside of New York. I'm trying to remember what it's called. But like I feel like that might be where they'll be going. No idea though. Because honestly, at this point, like, until I see a game or like multiple games that I can be really excited for that I know will be at PAX, I don't think I'm going to buy a ticket actually.
PAX East, now in Cologne, Germany.
Oh my god. You know what? I'd go. It'd be an excuse to travel.
Yeah. Bring
You
me
could teach me
along
the ways
as
of the
a
German.
half-German boy.
Yeah. They
Guten
will
Tag,
embrace
my
you.
friends.
Yeah, Guten Tag, my friends. Where is your nearest piss liquid?
You piss liquid.
That is how you get fucking kicked out. Like,
excuse me, I mean Reinhardt, sir.
yeah, excuse me, you don't know who you're dealing with. I'm a bronze level Reinhardt. Step aside, young man.
Excuse me, low gold.
Low gold and bronze are the same thing, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
Wow, you just offended everyone in silver, dude.
I just offended everyone who plays Overwatch minus the top 3%. You're welcome.
Did you play Overwatch with us at one point?
Not
Not ever, but like Ryan and I have like recently gone back into it a little bit.
I mean, I've played with you guys before. I don't do competitive because I don't give a fuck. Like, I play the game
you like
just to
started
mess around.
the Lego Bastion event and never completed it.
Oh yeah, that's over now.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. Like, it was a cool looking skin, but then I was like, wait, I never fucking played Bastion.
I got it, even though I don't care, because I still have the BlizzCon Bastion skin that I still hold over Ryan's head because he wanted it and we shared the price of the ticket, but I couldn't give it to him because it was on my account.
Yeah. God.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a digital reward, and you had to log into your Blizzard account. What did you fucking expect?
Sharing, I guess. He probably expected like an activation code or something, yeah.
No, like Blizzard streamlines their stuff. They streamline, servers crashing, disappointment, sending games to other companies, that kind of thing.
They had a DDoS attack on like the classic WoW servers, and they like found the person who did it, and I think he got arrested.
Damn.
Yeah, they don't frick around.
They don't frick around. I don't know. I think I personally I am fine if people enjoy competitive games. Like, that's perfectly good. I'm not a huge fan of like competitive multiplayer type stuff. Because, I mean, two reasons. One, I suck at video games. And two, I just don't enjoy doing competitive shit. Like, playing Mario Party and doing Mario Kart, I feel like that's different. Like, you know, the party games that you're, like, sitting down with people in person. But, like, the moment that's just, like, you know, I'm online and there's a bunch of fucking randos and I can't trust any of them, like, why do you think I always play healer? Like, I don't trust anybody else with keeping myself and everyone else alive.
Says they're bad at video games, 100% Gungeon, whatever.
I'm very close. I have not done it yet.
Exactly.
I am so close. I just got the, I have just one more hunting quest to do, and then I just have to get, like, a bunch of the secret stuff and beat the rat. And I think I'll be able to unlock it.
And I would not call that an easy game.
I mean, I don't know. Like, for me, because a lot of games, like, when it comes down to it, is just muscle memory. And, like, a lot of people are just like, oh, you're crazy good at the game. And it's like, yeah, because I got hit by shit for, like, 10 hours.
You can say the same thing about, like, Dark Souls, though. Like, that's all just muscle memory.
Yeah, I mean, that's most games in general, but like, I don't consider myself good at games because I see other people who are able to play at, like, a way higher level and play way more efficiently. Like, I see myself as strictly middle of the road. Like, I have my moments where I'm able to do, like, pretty good strats and, like, think really quickly like that, but there's also moments where it's like, did I unplug my mouse? Like, what are you doing? Like, that kind of thing.
But that's how we all see ourselves.
That's why I don't fucking play League of Legends anymore.
Yeah, you play Teamfight Tactics.
I love how I did better than Ryan the first time I played that game, and all I did was fucking spend money on what's it, Bastion? Blitzcrank. Like, all I did was just buy a bunch of Blitzcranks and, like, a Vayne, and I ripped everybody apart. I got 4th, and I was perfectly happy with that because that was my first experience. I don't know, like...
I still stayed away from all the auto chess games.
Yeah, so, hey, speaking of, like, you know, staying away from, like, auto chest games, how about fucking loot chest games? Let's talk about Mario Kart Tour.
I haven't played it. You go have fun talking about it.
It's fucking awful! Like, I get why everybody's excited about it, because it's just like, oh, hey, look, it's Mario fucking Kart on the go. And it's like, we've had it since the DS, dipstick. We've had it since the fucking Game Boy, too. But nobody fucking wants to play those games anymore. I want to have a game where I have to get microtransactions, and fucking Luigi's not even in it!
Yeah,
my favorite fucking character!
He's in it. He's in the little picture.
He's in the picture, but you can't fucking play him!
He's in the picture.
He's my go-to!
No.
Like, literally, he's one of my favorite fucking characters to play as in that game, and they're just like, you know what, fucking Green Mario, we're not doing that shit. Here, have some stanky-ass princess, and, I think fuck off and die.
I think someone said, like, make sure not to include Waluigi, and they just heard Luigi, and they just kicked him out.
And then they, like, fucking did this, okay, the most heinous thing about the game, and the reason why it's a microtransaction nightmare, is that you have clear advantages if you play as specific people on specific tracks with specific carts. Essentially incentivizing you to buy more, and because the rewards that you get from the fucking game are piddly, you get barely anything. And it's trying to make you, like, shell out all this money to get a character so you can beat a certain race, and then just realize that that character is actually not very good, and having to do the whole thing over and over and over again until you essentially are buying the entire goddamn fucking, like everything that they have offered. And it sucks, because, like, one of the biggest things that made Mario Kart fun for me, like, from a young age, was the fact that it's a fucking complete game. And I understand, like, you know, it's free to play, so you should expect microtransactions, but, like, Nintendo, I get it. I fucking get it. You want to tap into this mobile market. This isn't the way you should do it. Because, like, at the end of the day, this is just another paywall. It's another fucking app that I'm gonna have on my phone for like a day and then get bored of. In fact, like, and the thing is that if it was a good game, maybe I could overlook that. The controls are fucking garbage. Drifting is such a chore, and turning, like, you turn so wide in this game. It's like you're driving a fucking cruise ship. Like, every car you drive is like a cruise ship. And also, there's absolutely no challenge because all of the characters that you race against are ghosts of players who have played the game recently. And 9 times out of 10, they go fucking snail's pace, don't know how to drift, and they don't do anything. So every single race is just you super far ahead and having absolutely no need to put any effort into the game. And that's fucking boring. Like, for me, the challenge in Mario Kart is trying to keep up with other players while also maintaining security. Like, because when you're in first place, there's not a whole lot protecting you, and when you're in the middle of the pack, there's like a lot you can do. There's a strategy to it, and that game gets rid of all of it for the idea of becoming some fucking gotcha nightmare.
You say that because it's free, we should be expecting microtransactions, but like, should we though?
At this point, I feel like that's
like
just
we're used to it, but like,
territory.
should we be?
That's we shouldn't. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Is that like, if a game is free, like the immediate expectation shouldn't be, oh, I gotta pay for this now. Like, there's going to be something in there that's going to hinder my progress and make it so that I have to throw money at the game that I don't even know I'll be playing, like, come next week. Like, it should not be that way. Mm-hmm. But because of the way that the gaming climate has, so this is going to sound like dumb and kind of weird, but I personally blame a big part of the way that like games have gone for like free to play success and stuff like that. I blame it in big part from sort of the more casual aspect of gaming. Like, you know, the games that appeal to like the wide audience. Like, you know, you see like, I mean, the obvious example is the Candy Crush, Candy whatever games. What are they called? Is it Candy Crush?
Yes, Candy Crush is a game.
Yeah, no, that like, I blame it mainly on that because that game made a stupid amount of money because pretty much the entire game it's just a simple puzzle game. Oh no, you didn't get to beat this level, but if you pay 99 cents, you can do it. And people are like, oh, that's cheap, you know, I'll move on. There's a lot of levels. Let's go. Why not?
Candy Crush, Clash of Clans, other games with C's in them.
And I don't know, like, I know that in-app purchases and in-game purchases have been around for a long time. But the thing is that I like a lot of games when they would offer that, it would be on top of like an already worthwhile experience that you would get for free. So, and even then, it could be like a demo where it's like, you know, you play the first 2 areas, get a taste. Now you have the option to buy the missions, like that kind of thing. But now it's straight up like, you want to play the game and you want to guarantee that you'll actually enjoy it, you have to buy it. You have to buy all of these boosts and characters and all these separate transactions that will add up to a crazy amount. Because what it comes down to is that they don't care whether or not you're having fun. They're caring that people are shelling out money for that like small little glimmer of satisfaction.
You know what else I want fixed? Microtransactions. People should be doing those right by now.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like,
fucking follow what CD Projekt Red does, which
yeah,
they said
exactly.
They're going to carry over into Cyberpunk.
That's good.
Like, sell us a full completed game, and then have like 2, or like, you know, however many you want. But let's say, following The Witcher, 2 giant DLC that are like average price. Like, let's say even like $15, right? But they're their own like complete full experiences. They could very well be sold as like their own mini games or their own like full story games.
Yeah.
And on top of that, do what The Witcher does and have fucking free DLC that changes the looks of shit. Maybe adds in like a new quest or some more customization. Just something fun. Like you don't have to pay for everything that you want to add to a game.
Yeah, like one of the things that pissed me off was like the whole thing where it was like, oh, wig for this character, 50 cents, a full outfit, $1, like.
You look at The Witcher, new haircuts, fucking free.
Yeah, like...
You want to give him a goatee and, like, a fucking mohawk? It's free.
Yeah, like...
I don't actually know about the mohawk, but...
well, yeah, that's...
There's also, like, free appearances. There's DLC to get certain, armor sets. They're the best armor in the game. It's a single-player game, so, like, it doesn't matter. But even if it was multiplayer, it's free. It's just content they decided to add.
Yeah,
so
like,
they did.
I mean, I understand if it's a game like, say it's a game like Destiny, where in order to keep that player base, you want to build that, like, lore, you want to get that story DLC, you want to add more weapons and things like that, and that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And charging for that makes sense. But if you're doing a simple little thing, like a fucking emote, like, make it a way that you can unlock it in the game without having to pay.
Yeah.
And make it actually obtainable, so that it doesn't come down to, like, a player who's, like, sitting there with 5,000 credits or whatever, who has to choose between, like, an emote that lets them sit down or a skin. Like, have something that makes the player feel like they're actually getting something good for putting in the time that they do, because a lot of this stuff takes significant time and effort to earn.
Yeah.
So, like, why not make it accessible?
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we are past the hour mark. Is there anything else you want to talk about today, I guess?
I was thinking of microtransactions, and I remembered Pocket God.
Dude, okay, Pocket God, though? Pocket God.
Pocket
Damn
God.
good game. I love that game.
Yeah, that's about it. We talked about Cyberpunk, we got another Witcher tally, we talked about PAX, that about covers it.
Yeah, I mean,
You're gonna have to add a Cyberpunk tally.
You know how oh no, we're not going to have more than 2 tally things, because we do have the Gungeon one, which we get to put a tally up.
Oh yeah, we get another tally for that.
Yeah. Which I know you made the shield and everything, but there's a part of me that really just wants to use Sir Junkin.
Yeah, well, shut up.
Can we put Sir Junkin on our shelf? Can he kind of like waddle on screen and go up there?
If I can, I don't want to make more art. If I can find it that isn't like a blurry mess, then sure.
Okay, because I love it. If not, then just take a brown paper bag, put googly eyes and a sword on it, and just throw it up there.
Because that shield up there on the shelf, yeah, right up over there.
Yeah, zoom in.
Yeah, I had to draw that because the actual image of it is legit like pixel art. But like that would have been too small to just like put on the shelf, so I had to upscale it 4 times its original size by hand. Because if I tried just like making it larger, it would make the whole thing blurry. So that's all hand done.
See, like, I say that we're lazy, but then we put effort in things sometimes.
Yeah, I don't get to be lazy.
What was I gonna say?
You know we yeah.
Wow, hey dude, you know yeah.
You know what we could talk about as part of like the future of what we're doing.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
What? What am I gonna say?
Jake's on Twitter.
Oh, I wasn't going to say that, but that's true. By now,
well, you have to make the account now. We promised it.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I was gonna talk about, though.
Okay.
Dude, would you ever want to edit an episode?
I am down. I have an idea of what episode I would like to.
Which one? Because I had ideas as well.
We'll talk about it once we finish the recording. Also, have fun putting something in for that little freak out.
I'll put something in.
Dude, my fucking mouth is so dry. I've been needing water, but I didn't want to make the like noise of me drinking water into the mic.
Yeah, we're too professional for that.
I got water all over me. We should end so I can go get a towel.
I'll have fun editing that too.
God damn it. God damn it. It's on my jeans. Ah! Alright, well anyways, thanks for coming back for this. I hope it's worth it.
Did you miss it?
Yeah, not really, obviously, because of the views.
Oh.
Anyways, have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening to the Pixel Venture Podcast. I'm Korey.
I'm Jake.
And we'll see you fucking next week, maybe. I don't know, dude.
See.
That was a shit show.